Hello, my beautiful people. So today is Monday after the show. There's no time for rest or break because I compete again. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I have next Sunday I will start peak week again. I haven't really vlogged. Yesterday was our anniversary, 9 years, so I just kind of spent time with Ashton and we hung out and did stuff. Oh, he's calling me right now. Hello? Yeah. Okay. And I'm getting sick now. All of this is so swollen. My throat hurts. It's really horrible. So I'm not motivated right now. I'm motivated, but I'm so tired and exhausted. My whole body hurts. Competing really takes it out of you. My back is so sore from posing and stuff. But gotta get in there. I've made commitments. I'm doing it, and I'm definitely taking a break after the San Antonio show. I've decided for sure, and I don't know how long. I think I'm just gonna write it out and see how I feel. And I still need to get the show day videos edited. I've just been so busy. We got back to work, and yesterday I got off the plane at 9 o'clock in the morning and went straight to work and was working most of the day, and then me and Ashton hung out together after celebrate our anniversary, and then this morning has been non-stop at the office. We were just going. So haven't had a chance to edit. Hopefully later on today, once I'm done with the gym, I will be able to edit and get at least one of those videos up, and then I think I'm gonna split them into two videos. I have to see how much footage I have. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. They will already be up by the time this is up, so watch them. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym now. Hello, my YouTube people. So today is Wednesday. Let me update you guys. Wednesday, August the 3rd. We are 1.5 weeks away from Wings of Strength, so I start peak week on Sunday. I probably already said this. Probably just gonna jumble up a few days worth of vlogging together because I haven't really had a whole lot going on. I've been so sick. I feel like shit. All I want to do is lay on the couch and eat ice cream. That's all I want to eat. I don't even want to eat real food. I haven't even really had an appetite. I've just been eating my meals just because. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully I get better soon. I really think it's just allergies because I live in Austin. So anyway, on the agenda today, I've got legs at the gym, and I'm gonna try to film it. So I'm gonna try to go at an off hour when there's not a million people, and then I am going to clean out my drawers, which I've been wanting to do for a while because I have so many leggings. I have a lot of old Lulu things that honestly maybe I even wore once or twice, and I just they're buried in my drawers so I can't find them. I'm going to list a lot of stuff on Poshmark. I'm going to try to get all that done today. So if you guys are interested and you're my size, I'm 4'11", so I wear a 2 and a 4 in Lulu, and then I'll be putting probably some Nike stuff on there too. Check out my Poshmark if you guys are interested in that. FYI, I take care of my stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I put on Poshmark, I honestly maybe wore a few times. So there's that. Oh, also I tried these actually right after my show, but the eFlow Nutrition, oh my god, it's leaking. Well, I'm going to show it to you upside down. It's upside down. This is the BCAAs that they sent me in the Warrior Gummy Bear flavor. It tastes literally like a gummy bear. No joke, this shit is good. And there's 0 calories. It doesn't say it has sodium, so if it does, it's very small amounts of sodium. So I'm loving it. I just got a scoop right here post-cardio that I'm drinking. So that, and then I'm going to work on some client meal plans that I've got to update. If you guys are interested, I'll put that info below. But yeah, I am taking on new clients, especially now that my competition season is kind of ending. I'm going to take a break, and then that way I can focus more on growing that side of the business, which I haven't really done. I've just kind of been doing it on the side. But it's what I want to focus a lot of my time on because it's what I enjoy doing. So Ashton has been not wanting me to work. I guess he feels a little bit guilty because he was gone the past couple months, and I worked my fucking face off basically. So I had yesterday off and I have today off. I work tomorrow, of course.
But yeah, that's my update. I've been talking for 3 minutes and my voice is already starting to crack. So I will catch you guys in the next clip. Maybe I'll show you guys some of the stuff I'm putting on Poshmark. Ooh. Hey guys, so I thought I would address some of the peak week questions that you guys asked a few vlogs ago. I had posted if you had questions, just leave them down below, and I've kind of gotten them spread out throughout my vlogs, so I was just going to address some of those. There's not that many of them, but and some of them are kind of the same questions. So let's start with, I'm just going to dive right in because I'm going to kind of put this with one of my vlogs, kind of keep it kind of interesting for you guys. So what are the steps to getting into competing? That is something that a lot of people ask me about. So first off, you want to decide, one, what division you're doing. Most people start with bikini, and then as they grow more muscle, they'll move into figure if it's something that they want to do. Or if you're already a lifter and you already have a sizable amount of muscle put on, you may want to consider figure. It just depends your personality. I feel like figure and bikini girls are completely different. So bikini girls are more like cheerleader, like peppy, sexy. Figure girls are like, it's just like black and white, like front pose, side pose. There's a little sass and flair to it, but all along, basically, if you like lifting heavy, go with figure. And bikini girls, honestly, I lift heavy sometimes too. It's just the whole bodybuilding trend is kind of moving that way with bigger muscle size. If you look at old bikini girls and now bikini girls, it's completely different. We're way more shredded. We have a lot more muscle definition than we used to in the past. In the past, they didn't even like abs on girls that competed in bikini. So you decide what to compete in. Second of all, you need to either, I highly recommend getting a coach and getting someone to guide you through it, because there's so much that you need to know that, and you're gonna have so many questions that you're gonna need that support there. It's really hard to do it on your own, especially with training and nutrition and all that stuff, because it's completely different than just regular training and nutrition. So get a coach if possible, and then from there, you and your coach will decide how long you need to prep. And then based on that, you can kind of look at the show schedule. You can go on npcnewsonline.com, I believe is what it is. And that has a list of all the shows. And I recommend starting with local shows in your area, just because competing for the first time plus travel is really hectic. So you want to try to pick something close to you that you don't have to travel for. And then from there, you have to get like an NPC card, which you can do online now, and you have to register for the show, which usually you have to do like maybe 2 weeks before the show. Each show will have a web page, and you'll just want to get all the info from there. And that's basically it. You know, then train your ass off and diet your ass off and get up there and do it. There's not really, anybody can compete in the amateur level, so you don't have to qualify or anything like that. So another question, this actually got asked a lot of times on my Instagram page as well. Why do you stop taking pre-workout during peak week? So basically the last like 10 to 14 days, I drop all artificial sweeteners. I don't like to drink BCAAs, pre-workouts, all that jazz, just because you want to tighten up as much as possible. When you're drinking pre-workouts and BCAAs, they have sucralose, they have artificial sweeteners, they have other things that we just don't need. And when you're getting down to those levels of leanness, every little bit makes a difference. It really, really does. BCAAs, pre-workouts, they can all cause bloating, and those last 2 weeks you want to keep bloating to a minimum so that you can be as tight and lean as possible. So that's kind of why I stopped doing that. Macros throughout peak week, this got asked a lot. I have a coach. He sends me my peak week. Peak week is different for every person. It depends on the individual. It depends on how you react to your meal plans and your food plans, because everyone reacts differently. And then it also depends on how you've been training leading up to the show. So there's no real answer for what my macros are. Like, it changes every single day. Every single day is different. My coach likes to carb deplete me and then fill me out at the end, which is just a traditional bodybuilding method. It works really well for me. It's just, there's no set answer for that, because it's completely different. Basically, ask your coach, do your own research. A lot of people do mock peak weeks to kind of see how their body will react, and they'll do that a couple months before the show or a month before the show just to see. if they will have a good reaction to that sort of peak week diet or protocol. Another question was water. Why do I drink so much water leading into my show? Okay, so basically, you're not going to drop water until like the very last day. And some people don't even drop water all the way. It just depends on your physique and how you look. But basically, you want to water load in the beginning of the week, and then towards the end, you're going to start to drop it off. Why? Because when you start guzzling gallons of water, your body's like, oh my God, I'm drowning. And it starts flushing it out really, really fast. So then as you taper off the water, your body's still flushing it out, but it hasn't realized that you're not drinking 2 gallons anymore. So when you come down to the very end, when you're not drinking water, your body's like still used to excreting the water because it thinks a bunch more is going to come in, so you dry out. You can take diuretics before you get on stage. A lot of people do. I do. I honestly tend to hold so much water in my legs. I dry out real easily, but I have to take diuretics because I do hold a lot of water in my legs and butt. So I do. It doesn't really bother me to. I'm not going to take like prescription diuretics or anything like that. I take stuff like Species, Beauty Redic. What else have I taken? There's a few other ones. Oh, Hydrovax. I've taken Hydrovax. Those are all really great ones. Okay, so what does my training and cardio look like on peak week? That, again, is different for every individual. Some people, you know, they may be super tight and they may have to drop cardio earlier. Some people tend to hold a lot of water when they do cardio. So it's basically, you want your cardio to be low intensity, steady state for that peak week. You don't want to do any crazy running or sprints or anything like that because your legs will hold water after something like that. So basically low intensity, steady state cardio. And then okay, so if you don't lean out enough and you're holding water, you might have to do cardio the day before the show. I don't. I rest the whole day before the show, and that actually helps me lose a lot of my water retention and tighten up a lot more. But, you know, if you didn't quite get rid of all that water, you're holding water from traveling, that sort of thing, you might have to sweat it out like the day before. Training, I've kind of said this a little bit, all lightweight, high reps. Basically, you've grown the muscle. You're not going to grow any more muscle at this point. You just want to keep the blood flow to the muscles so that you don't go flat, and just to keep everything nice and tight. But it's like so easy. Like my workouts during peak week take me like 15 minutes. So again, no heavy lifting. You just, if you notice after you do like a heavy leg day, your legs kind of swell up. You know, it's repairing the muscle. You don't want that to happen during peak week. Okay, so another question I got was, why do I carb deplete and then fill out at the very end? Like I said, all peak week diets methods are completely different. Depends on you, the individual. So, you know, there's a million different ways to do it. This is one of the most common, like, bodybuilding bro, I guess, plan, bro, whatever I'm trying to say. I can't even think right now. I actually can't even hear from this ear at all. Anyway, so carb depleting, so usually you start out with like a small amount of carbs, and as each day goes on, you taper off until you finally have no carbs. So basically that's like, you know, like a day or two before the show is usually how they time it. But like I said, every plan is different. Then at the end, you'll fill out and start like carb loading and eating tons and tons and tons of carbs. And you'll actually kind of back off. Protein and fats don't really count this week. You don't really need them. So the reason you do that is you carb deplete, and at the same time you're also water loading. So carbs hold water, so as you're depleting, your body also does not need as much water to digest the carbs. So you're kind of like sucking yourself dry, if that makes sense. And then once you get to the point where you start carb loading again, then at that point you're also dropping your water. So your muscles are completely flat and empty, and then you're going to take these carbs and you're going to fill them up. They're going to go straight to your muscles, and you're not going to have that water retention because you're dropping your water at that point. So that's kind of like the science behind it. You want to take the carbs, but you don't want the water. So you deplete everything, and then you stack back up, but you're not drinking water at that point. So you're not going to get that water retention that comes along with overeating carbs, because the amount of carbs that I eat like the couple days before the show is kind of unbelievable. And people kind of freak out and they're like, oh my God, you're gonna get on stage in a bikini after eating all that? Yeah, I still look tiny, lean, and shredded, but my muscles have filled out. And it's because I haven't been drinking water, so I don't have all that extra water retention to digest those carbs, if that makes sense. So that's just kind of, those are some of the main questions that I had on the comments. And if you guys have any more, feel free to leave them down below. Peak week starts again on Sunday, so at any point, just leave your questions down below, and I'm going to try to address everything all in one video again next week if you guys have any more questions. So yeah, be sure and give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. I'm not sure if I'm ending the video here, but thanks for watching. So I think I might be adding some leg day footage here. So enjoy that, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip.
All that I need. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale. This music's all that I need. Filling up my lungs. Filling up my lungs. Filling up my lungs. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale. This music's all that I need. 5 years from that bottom slide. Haters talk, but I never stop. Call my shows, try to hold me back, but you can't keep me from the top. Yeah, I worked hard, yeah, I took chances. Half my hometown can't stand us. Did everything they said that I couldn't. Now I got people saying I'm next. Now I cut checks for the songs I drop. Finally getting love for the bars I got. Bring it all back in love from the east. Talk on the gram, not a word when we meet. Keep that BS in my back, they won't talk to my face. I burn this to the ground if they give me a beat. Say that I'm garbage, I guess we got beef, and they envy my hunger, get pissed when we eat. Whole squad coming up with me. Yeah, I'm close to the luxury. Would've blown up last year, but my day was faded, ain't up to me. I'm living out what I deserve, but I still stress what I earn. Put it all on the table, no label. We find independent, we rise, and just give it some time. God, give me a sign. Is this a life you have planned? Every critic you gave me made me the man that I am. I am just heating up, man, you ain't ready for this. Stayed on my back, you ain't ready for this. When you rising this quick, they all want you to crash. Well, don't be banking on it like. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, this music's all that I need. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, this music's all that I need. Filling up my lungs. Filling up my lungs. Filling up my lungs. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, this music's all that I need.
Alright, workout is done. I'm like so deaf in this ear, I don't even know if I'm talking loud enough or not. So just like a little reflection moment for me. During my cardio, I watched Emily Hayden's video from when she placed and got her pro card, and I just want to say congratulations, Emily. I know you've been working at it for such a long time. I remember 2 years ago when you were prepping for that same Vegas show. I was like, oh, she's gonna get her pro card, I know it. And you know, I guess it's been like 2 or 3 years since then, so you've been going at it for a long time. And she kind of talked about, you know, about being undeniable and not giving up. And you know, I think those are great words. I kind of feel like the same way at this point right now, with, you know, my situation on the stage. I've been an IFBB pro for 3 years now, and I have yet to place. I've gotten first call-outs one time. I've done, I don't know, 15, 16 shows, something, probably more than that at this point. And I know that I'll link this video down below, but my competition feels video, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. Is this for me? And, you know, I love competing, I love doing it, and I'm not going to stop. And I always give my 110%, but you know, at one point you're like, okay, when is this gonna pay off? When is this gonna pay off? So you just keep going, you know, with the hopes that eventually you'll get what you've been working for. So with that, like for example, this past weekend I didn't place. I actually did really terrible. I go from placing 6th at my last show to like I didn't even look at the placing. I was like 15, 16, something like that. And I hadn't sent in my San Antonio contract yet because I wanted to see what happened at this show, but I sent it in afterwards, even though, you know, any other person would be like, you know, fuck it, I'm done, I'm quitting, like, there's no, why am I still doing this, you know? But I committed to it. It's what I want to do, so I'm not going to back out, you know what I mean? I do think that I'm going to be taking a break after this show and stepping back and just like maybe relaxing and gathering some energy and focus again, and then hit it hard, you know, 2017 and see what happens. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to compete for. I had a goal and I've yet to meet those goals, so I don't want to feel like a quitter. Anyway, I've been talking for 3 minutes. I gotta go home, get my food, and I don't know if any of that made sense because my brain is kind of foggy right now. I'm sick. I just finished my workout and I'm hangry, so I'm gonna go. See you guys in the next clip.